mengekspor CPO ini terus-terusan. Harus mulai kita rubah kepada barang setengah jadi atau barang jadi.
Pada saat ini upaya koordinatif tersebut telah menggerakkan berbagai program yang meningkatkan produktivitas kebun-kebun milik rakyat. Penelitian dan pengembangan teknologi pertanian sawit yang efektif, efisien, serta berkesinambungan juga untuk mempersiapkan sumber daya manusia perkebunan yang terampil.
Diperlukan tantangan untuk sebuah inovasi. Tantangan untuk membuat Indonesia dan dunia jadi lebih baik.
Bapak Presiden beserta Menko Perekonomian telah memberikan arahan. Kita harus mencari inovasi teknologi terbaru kelapa sawit untuk jadi produk energi terbarukan dan makanan sehat.
Sesuai instruksi Bapak Presiden, sudah waktunya kita tidak hanya berpikir hanya untuk laboratorium saja, tapi juga untuk sesuatu yang lebih besar, yaitu untuk rakyat Indonesia.
Kami percaya kalau kelapa sawit memiliki potensi untuk menjadi sumber energi yang dapat diperbaharui dan menjadi bahan baku yang membawa banyak kebaikan lainnya. Penelitian demi penelitian terus dilakukan. Dan dengan teknologi yang kami miliki, terungkap banyak inovasi yang berasal dari kelapa sawit. Dengan inovasi ini, kami siap untuk membuat Indonesia dan dunia jadi lebih baik. Satu kebaikan akan membawa kebaikan lainnya. Mari kita tuai bersama-sama. Harvesting the Goodness.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are, may I introduce myself? My name is Sahat Sinaga. I was graduated from Bandung Institute of Technology in 1973 and already working in the oil palm industries almost for 45 years. And that experience I would like to share with you, especially in this presentation, and allow me to present the papers which are closely related to the description of the activities of oil palm smallholders. Main contents of my presentation today is to answer questions of what do the farmers need to do most to make them capable in fulfilling the supply of fuel by hydrocarbon called benza in continuously, and at the result of this exercise they will be prosperous with an improving economic level. Realizing the success of those scientists of KITB in converting palm oil into fuel by hydrocarbon using their catalyst, the so-called merah putih, and you know the quality or specification of the palm oil intake to the feed, the biohydrocarbon plant is not so severe. Some of us as technicians who are members of the MBI Association and have long experiences in the field of palm oil industries come into an idea that this catalyst discovery is a golden opportunity for the smallholders to rise up from their suffering position, become a determinant, and boils down to improving the economy of life. Then the question are, what patterns should be or implemented or adopted as to achieve the goals? That's also shown in the paper. The paper consists of 4 sections. One, it is all about smallholders' progress from 1979 till today. And what are their business position in the palm oil field? So far, it's not really clear. And number two, section 2 is symptoms and root causes. We know if they don't do something, it will be threatened smallholders' existence. And number three, idea of enhancing of smallholders oil palm business into a better position. And then we will see what's the trigger and what are the goals and what are the model to meet those goals. Last, also we need to know alignments, what the government do and are urgently needed to support these activities. And number four, current situation that the MBI, the association, is preparing roadmap model in Pelalawan district of North Riau province, with then we want to say seeing is believing. Point one, my presentation, section one, is who and what are the smallholders. Smallholders appear on the oil palm business map in 1979, having land area of 3,125 hectare oil palm plantation belongs to the smallholders. There are about only 895 families at the time in 1979. About the smallholders start with a nuclear plasma relationship under World Bank loan called NEST program. In that program, partnership is a compulsory, very strong run by state-owned enterprises. 6 years later, the smallholders' activities shown a remarkable result, greatly reducing poverty and economic development were demonstrated in rural areas. And then let's move after that. Having shown this positive result, NEST programs stopped in 1985. So it's about 10, 20 years, yeah, replaced by called PIR peer trans, and ending up with KKPA. It's a credit cooperative prime for the membership. So those system is a credit financial model which is run until 20 years later till 2005. And then we see from the figures the growth from 1979 to 1985 almost triple, and from 1985 to 2005 and again triple development. Yeah. Now the government, having seen it in 2005, no, doesn't remain silent. They see the difference, imbalance economic of smallholders, not like used to be happen from 1979 to 1985. So the government issue plantation law number 39 to 2000 in 2014 to support the idea and getting closely relationship between the farmer and the nuclear, but in fact nothing happened. Current situation of smallholders, partnership no more compulsory. The relationship is not so really good, and treating them only as a market-driven commercial deal. low productivity, and not well managed, and not having sustainability palm oil system. So that's a very dangerous situation. And realizing that introduction, let's go to the symptoms and the root causes. The main causes of insecure supplies, therefore, one, the smallholders not ISPO certified. Number two, very low productivity. And number three, improper business practices and highly transport costs due to bad infrastructure uh, around the area of the smallholders. So let's have a look underlying the root causes. What's really happened? Because the root cause is only on the surface. Let's see below that. What happened? One, the smallholders, their land are in the so-called forest zone. And number two, the lack of skill. So not capable to implement the good agriculture practice. Number three, not in a form of entity, cannot utilize taxation advantages. And number four, law number 39, as I mentioned to you in 2014, not implemented in the field by the nuclei. So they leave the smallholders run the business by themselves, and the nuclei just taking the product, and the price relationship between the global market price to the smallholders price is no one knows. So the farmers rely on what the saying from the mill owner. And let's see, section number 3, what I mentioned is the enhancing the smallholder oil palm plantation. What's the trigger? The trigger, to my view, becoming the goals. The triggers are innovation of the scientists from care of ITB, it's number one. It's becoming good chance of the smallholders to produce the feedstock. There is MBI, experienced palm oil industries practitioners, to transform the idea to reality. So how to link those two? That's the role of the MBI. And ensuring how the idea converting into reality, first, they have to have low price and securing supply. The answer to this is corporatizing the smallholder business. And number two, innovation technology that must be there. And number three, locating the palm oil mills close to the field of the plantation belong to the smallholders. That's for low price and securing supply. And number two is sustainability. It's a very important. Sustainability of this smallholders business is a must. Yeah. And number three, ensuring that smallholders corporate making clear destination. They not only battling facts, but also should be clever in fending off badly made perceptual attacks on palm oil. If the smallholders corporate is able to handle those three important issues, then what I see as an experience in the field, this corporatizing the business of the smallholders will run smoothly to support the benza fuel biohydrocarbon industry. Last but not least, it's necessary to tackle another important factor that need the government intervenes. How to make a scheme which is able to overcome high fluctuation price in palm oil and from time to time. While on the other side of the coin, the selling price of the fuel bensa to the market should be consistently possible price. With those combination, I think the corporatizing of the smallholders business can give a good result to poverty alleviation of the life. Thank you.